Marooned on Triton.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Marooned on Triton. So, last episode, we built an elevator. It was something we'd had planned for a bit. I thought was going to be a lot longer before we got to, but turns out it's useful to have one now. So, we have one now. This episode, I think, first order of business is we need to go and fix the ice machine so that we can go and get ice. Once we have some ice, so we have jetpack fuel, it'll probably be a little bit of detailing and then floor welding, or maybe floor welding and detailing. I'll figure that out as I go. Okay. Yeah, elevator is working. Perfect. I need some, I guess, final touch up. I can go ahead and put these parts in at least. We have something. I guess, first thing to do, I could rip out the ramp, but maybe we'll leave it for a moment. I need to get some ice from the ice field, which means I probably need to take the elevator or just run back upstairs and figure out what on earth I need to get ice. So this is the ice machine as it is now. There's not much to it. It's kind of dead. I think it actually, the drill is pointed downward. I think this was the original bottom. I mean, I could
Energy
keep
low.
this around and, you try and refurbish and use it. Or I could just build a new one. Do I need to build? I think we'll try a challenge. Let's try and refurbish. So I'm going to need a battery. I'm going to probably want to put an actual control seat on it. And then I'm thinking multiple wheels. Though it may not have the room for multiple wheels. I don't have the parts for multiple wheels anyway. It'll probably have at least 3 wheels aside. We can make that happen. So this is loaded up with steel for welding. Maybe I load it up with the parts I'll need for the ice machine. And then I can just kind of go about my business. I guess first step is let's transfer everything out. So I'm going to need parts for 6 wheels, let's say. Which means I need to do some production. Okay. I think I have enough stuff. Off we go. And this will be the first time I think I'll back onto the elevator. That may be something to put on too, as lights for the elevator. So it's easier to know where you are on it.
Fuel critical.
Okay. And up we go. We aren't bouncing around too much on it, which is good. It's not super quick, but I mean, I don't guess it needs to be super quick. You probably don't want it to be too quick because stability is important. So, takes a second or two to get stuff out. That's why we've got the docking area up there for a quick deploy vehicle. Except it doesn't exist yet, so we'll have to finish that. Ooh. The shadows are weird as the headlights go. Alright. Break off. Drive out along the bridge. I guess I could make the bridge slightly longer or wider. I'd have to make the elevator wider too. Which would make it a little chunky, but it may save me having to wrangle very wide things on it. Granted, I don't know if I'm going to have anything that's particularly wide.
Fuel critical.
So, okay. Here we are at the ice machine. How best to fix this? Maybe the first step is to get a battery on. I guess. Maybe we'll do it in the new color just so it's kind of... we know what part was original and what part we've changed. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is stick the battery and then the cockpit on the side like this. Okay, so the cockpit, if it goes there... yeah, I want the battery there on that full block. Yes. The hinges are now working and trying to move themselves, so that's good. Okay. Next thing I probably want to do is put wheels on this side. There'll be cockpit there. And then... ooh. So I could put the wheel there, or I could put the wheel way back here. I don't want that wheel. I hope it doesn't like being there. If I put it there, the cockpit will scrape the ground, which isn't ideal. But that'll be way high, and if I put it on the side of the cockpit, it'll be too far out. And maybe I shouldn't have used this cockpit, because... I mean, it's nice and industrial, but it's a pain to work with. Because it's got this weird gap that makes it look like it should hang down. But I don't really want it to hang down. I also don't necessarily want the wheels here, but I guess this is what we got. So there... put a wheel there. And then... nope. I'll have the last one here. So... there's a little bit of stick back here. I may put a connector back here as well. I could stick another battery if I find I need it, but I don't think I will. In general, it should keep things kind of... I don't know. Front-back balanced. It'll have a little bit of interest to it. Oh, now... I probably want... on the other side to have the wheels out. I was thinking this was going to be asymmetric. where the drill is just along one side. But if I do that and have the wheels right on the bottom of the cargo containers, it'll look decent as a vehicle, but it probably won't work as well because I want it to be able to travel over the trenches it digs.
Fuel critical.
So I guess I could just flip it around. That may be smarter. Flip it backwards and then have it just drag the drill. It's not super efficient, but maybe we do that. Okay. So things are getting a little wacky. And I think it's probably going to result in this not being... I'm just going to rebuild this. So I probably couldn't just ground it down, taken it down, and built it in the basement, but now there's a battery on it, so here it is. I'm going to make it shorter and essentially move this cargo container here, because it'll better fill the space. I think it'll look decent, and you probably just saw it get deleted. I'm going to stick a second drill here, so that way as it drags along, it gathers with 2 drills worth of drill, gathers a slightly wider trench. It's dragging the drills, so I don't have to worry about driving into the ice hole. And I think it'll just work. Probably.
Inventory full.
Oh, right. I remember now. I don't need to go and get ice. This was still full.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Right. Well, I'm still here, so... Okay, you don't have ice in you. That's convenient. Go ahead and get the stuff for this out. It'd be nice having an enclosed cockpit for once. Okay. So, guess maybe next let's do the wheels. Because then I can push it over, get the wheels on the other side, and then it's kind of in a convenient spot ready for adding drills. Maybe this will be enough. Maybe with the added, I'm not going to be able to put a lip. Let's just see what this does. Yeah, not quite what I wanted. Okay, catch the lip, and over it goes. Perfect. This should lift this side up, hopefully enough. Ooh, maybe just enough that I can get some wheels under it. And I've used the wheels backwards, but yeah, well. And I should actually be... Oh, dang it. All right. Well,
Inventory full.
quick way to get the ice out. Right. Well, I don't think I destroyed the Skytrike, which is good. It's definitely been embattled. Dang it, I don't have a grid. I think there was a grid in the cockpit that I just detonated. Yeah, it's the danger of wheels and things. At the very least, now I know that, I don't need ice, so I can put this off until I do. Oh hey, look, the cockpit survived. Should have enough stuff for that to go back on. Oh look, the piston part. Well, we got ice. Back down we go. How much steel? 182. Yeah. I could use it, but I think we'll just use the elevator again and go from there. I guess I could no, because again I can't build on this block. So I couldn't have put the button right here at the back. It has to be up where it is. I'll have to at some point put the elevator up and weld the floor under there. Actually, maybe fill up Hubert here and then run over it. And then I should hopefully be able to weld through the upper plate and get the stuff below. We are now processing ice. Apparently that's all the ice we got out of what was in the thing. Oh no, that's just set to only show. I see. Okay. All the ice we can ever eat. I'm going to go and get some fuel. Fill up Humpty with ice. Or not ice, with steel. Oh, come on, this should be... Oh no, I've not actually built the connection. Okay, we'll do that. Do I even get there? But yeah, I've not even conceptualized this yet. Let's dump I could have done it from back there, dumped everything out of Humpty into the main system. That way I can access it and go about my business. Okay, tubes. I'll never be back here to see that. Okay. Now, hydrogen. Perfect. Not that it's even all that necessary, but it allows me to fudge, and fudging is what I need to do. Alright. I think I want to do a bit of detailing before I go about the welding. I think these could look cool having catwalk down the side instead of just the plate. Same with the bridge up above. will sort of let me see down into the tunnel below, see what's going on. That is very dubiously connected just on that corner. And I'm gonna need a whole bunch of construction components to make that happen. Something I can actually do too. It takes the tiniest bit of room away, but if I needed this room, I really probably built too big to begin with. I'll have these side railings. Those will provide me a good sort of buffer so I don't roll off the side. Need a little one for here. And then, I guess while I'm at it, I could place them up on this. I mean, logically, I feel like I should have railing on here, but it's going to be a pain to connect it. I guess... Where are the thingies? Where's the... There they are. The neon tubes. Because these make good mounting brackets. If I can find them. There they go. Except... Well, I can't place them because we're on the ground. Here's an idea. Let's see if it's this piston. I'll have a button. Nope, it's not. I'll have a button just to do the last piston. Just for convenience sake. Okay, that one is the last piston. Because that should let me do things... Well, it'll let me just raise this up out of the way so I can build stuff on it. Oh, I also can't build them because I need interior plate. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's try something. I'm half debating putting a layer under this so I can have the button flush with the deck. How... How bad will this be? I can just reverse that from there. Because it doesn't add much thickness. It'll be a bit more of a bump, but it should still be well enough for any wheels that I'll be using to go over it. Down. I don't know. The distance still seems fine. I don't think it's angry about being squished a little bit. And that'll mean if I take this stuff off, I can just get rid of that one and have... Where's my button? Have the button kind of on the end. It's not the most neat solution, I guess. It would be nice to have a little extra bit that makes use of this space. So that I have the full length for vehicle. But this should work. If I need... Well... If I'm so close that I can't get to and push the button, In small grid, that's not a whole lot of blocks anyway, so it shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And then if I bring us up just a little bit, I can stick these along once that's clear. Yeah, so that I can't get back up on it now. So that there's kind of an end stop, and once we're up there in the air, it's not easy to wander off and fall to your doom. Okay. Let's get some more power real quick, and then I may continue along with that on the upper bridge side. Nice and smooth still, that's good. Okay. Probably just gonna repeat the same pattern up here. So, except I'll do it differently up here because this side, the blocks are actually placed, in quotes, upside down from their intended. I mean, I guess it's not even in quotes, they are upside down. Oh. Alright, that's fine. So for this, I'll probably just place the rails on them along that side. They should all line up nice and convenient. Oh, I don't want to go backwards too much on this. I also have to decide, do I actually want railing all along up here? I mean, it would be smart. Yeah, I probably do. There's something about just exposed open gaps that makes it feel very kind of evil hidden secret base-y. But safety is also important. I really probably don't want to rely as much as I do on the emergency jetpack firing. Now, I have an idea for these. Where is... It's actually kind of hard to tell where the elevator begins, but it's here. Okay. We'll very cautiously hop up here. Inch our way over. So, I'm going to use these tubes painted black. Do I want... How does that... Well, I won't see until I weld it. And I don't have... well, we have fuel now. Geronimo! Ow. That always hurts just a little bit. I guess I need a call button down here for the elevator, too. Just in case I decide to hurl myself off of a ledge. Oh, actually, I can see the box down there. Okay. So that's with the little box. Honestly, I don't think it works. Because you would expect with the railing... Yeah. You would expect the box to be, like, mounted against something. This is very... Whoop. That's why it is very precise work. I guess we can burn a bit of fuel and just kinda... Yep, that's the one. Okay. Let's use that. Okay. Up we go. The idea is I'm going to have these here sort of welded up to represent sort of girder supports going into the ceiling. Even though we have super strong materials that don't really need it. Yeah, it's traditional and feels right. Nope. Back down we go. Come on, Jetpack. This is all to save me from having to do... all to save me from having to do scaffolding up here. Uh-oh.
Fuel low.
Yeah. If we have jet fuel, we might as well use it. Definitely not super convenient. Oh boy. No, okay. Get out of the placement cube. Oh. I'm out of interior plate again. Okay. Welding this stuff's gonna be a whole lot of fun. And, come on, in position. Okay. Well. So that's kind of the gist of that. I may do... maybe one more... maybe here? Maybe here. Yeah. That'll work. Just sort of some... implying their supports. I think it'll look neat. Okay. And with that, that is fine detailing. That'll be the end of the episode. I guess next time we'll probably get the floor welded and I guess start figuring out how we're going to weld the upper bits. That'll be these and the stuff down there and probably the what will eventually be the enclosed part of the base as well. So yeah, that to look forward to. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of the other stuff I've done, and until next week, bye bye.